All right, hey everybody, RV Enthusiast here. Nice seeing you again. Hey, we are taking the AIPAS C2 Express out for a ride. The fog has lifted. It's been a few days of fog, but it's lifted today. So it's about 1 o'clock. I'm going to go out and ride this for a little bit, see how it works after I've assembled it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lock the fork in. There we go. I got that locked in. I'm just gonna ride a little bit. Need to raise the seat a little. I'm not using any power whatsoever, just my legs. And unlike a fat tire bike, this thing is running with about 62 pounds of pressure in the tires, and very easy to pedal if you have no battery or no juice. And right now I'm using it without juice or without battery. Yeah, so it very easy to pedal if you run out of juice on your way home from wherever you're at. It pedals easily. Very nice. All right, I'm going to go up to PAS 1. I'm going to go up higher. I'm going to go PAS 5. Turn on the power. It's got pretty good pickup for a commuter bike. I haven't changed any of the settings. I'm going to pull the front brake, pull the back brake, and just as a lesson, they haven't been bedded, so they will get better as the trip goes on, and the bedding process should happen as I travel down the road here. Anyway, if I change the settings, this will be a 28-mile-an-hour bike. First trip, not going to do that. I can tell you this, just by feeling it, I'm keeping this bike. Feels really nice to ride. And I'm going to also, let's pedal, see if we can get faster than 20. Yeah, so pedaling, it's going to be faster than 20. I think as soon as it feels me kicking in pedaling from going down the hill, it should go faster. No, it's still a 20-mile-an-hour bike until I change the programming. You can see the screen. It's pretty good. It's an exact 20-mile-an-hour bike. That's crazy. Horn out in public. Very nice. I'm not going to turn the light on. You wouldn't see it anyway. But yeah, it's nice. It's a very nice, smooth ride. Very quiet because there's no, it's not a fat tire bike. But I think it's a bike I'm keeping for sure. I like it. And over time, if I keep it long enough, I don't know. I'm not one to just make a change because I think it's just going to make it a little better, like the brakes. I can change those to hydraulic brakes. Pretty easy process, 150 bucks or so, but I really don't think I'm going to do that. We'll apply the brakes here a little bit. Yeah, they're quiet, they're nice, little bit of finger strength, and it brakes well, so no need to change those. I love the I'll try to scoot down here. I love the changer over here. This changer is pretty standard for all bikes up to about $2 grand, $2,400. Not going to change anything over there. I guess I could take the little piece of film off it and it would clear up a little bit. But the twist throttle, I'm a fan of twist throttles. I'm a fan of thumb throttles. I don't care what side it's on. Don't bother me. Just a throttle. And I do like the fact that it comes with blinkers. That's very cool. Front fork is nice. I could feel it working when I didn't have it locked in just for the first 30 seconds I rode it. It's a nice bike, guys. $700. Look at that. Yeah, it brakes well. Now, they still have wood here and stuff, but they took down the big old chipper. I believe they're going out of business. And that's too bad, because they're a third the price of the bark dust from a supplier here, Best Bark in Town. This is way cheaper. Way cheaper. You got to haul it yourself, or you can get a big truck to haul it. I've had a big truck haul mine for a couple years, then I got my trailer and I was going to start hauling my own. But then they went out of business. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's 55 degrees, 54, 55 degrees, so it's a little bit on the chilly side. Not perfectly comfortable, but not too bad. Yeah, beautiful display. You know, other than hydraulic brakes and 4-inch fat tires, this bike, and it doesn't have rear shock absorbing, but so what, you know. $699 is a deal for this bike. More than a deal for this bike. And once you change the speed to 28 miles an hour, there ain't no difference. Well, there's a difference, but for the money in your pocket, it's a good buy. Good buy. This bike, you know, if you notice my put together video, my unboxing assembly, it's about 28-29 minutes long. It does take a little bit more time to assemble the bike because there's a few more parts to put on. Nothing hard, except that front headlight. I hate those anyway. Sun feels very good. Oh my gosh, that feels good rather than the shade. But just so you know, it's well worth the price of $699. God, you know, honestly, at that price, guys, I'm not saying it is, but at $700, it's almost, if something seriously goes wrong with it, throw it away, get another. Just the way I feel about it, at $700, it's not enough for me to worry about having to put more money into it to fix it. You know, I don't know what the battery on this one runs from the manufacturer. You get another one. The controller can't be too bad. The display, I know, is only about $40. Most of it's not real expensive. Even on another bike I replaced it on, that was a $1,500 or $1,600 bike, $43. That's what the display is. The batteries are the most expensive portion. I don't know why. Because many other parts of this bike are really nice. But like I said, 600. Oh, and this has a this is sticking out here, but it has a USB port here for charging your phone or something if you need that charged. It's got a lot of features, man, a whole lot of features. And I want to say AIPAS, it's a great bike. And the A4 I love too. I love that bike. It's a beautiful bike. This bike, I think, rivals many of my $1,400 bikes, many of my $1,200 to $1,400 bikes. This bike rivals. Like I said, the biggest thing is it's a 2-inch commuter style tire versus a 4-inch tire. Beautiful. Bike comes in about 5 colors too, 4 or 5 colors. Choose your color. You don't have to go black. I didn't tell them what color I wanted. I didn't say anything about color. I just said, yeah, I'll take it. And then they sent me the black one. I don't know that I have a lot of, I got some charcoal-y color bikes, but I don't know if I had a black bike. Not in a while anyway. So, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. I think I'm gonna keep riding. I'm gonna ride up to the church and then turn around. Unless going that way gets a little bit cold. There is some more shaded area in that area, but I'll certainly ride it while we're in the sunshine. I'm going to let you go for now, and I'll pick back up with you when I get down the road a little bit, just because I can talk and talk and talk, and just by the analytics on my video, when my videos are 20 minutes long, people don't listen to me. They quit listening between 7 and maybe 12 minutes. Some are less. Yeah, let's pull these brakes. There we go. Very quiet though. That's the one thing I like about, like I said, if you do the brakes right, and it's a nice piece of equipment, the rotors are good, everything's nice and clean. These brakes are quiet as any brakes you can get. I've got hydraulic brakes that make way more noise than these. So the church that I drive to just for my normal riding, I haven't been there in a little bit of time, but it's 5 miles away, and then we get 5 miles back, so that's a 10-mile ride. Mostly on this right now. I'm going to be throttling. I've done some pedaling, but this 12.8 amp battery on these 2-inch tires should be equivalent to the 4-inch tires friction losses on certainly a 15, maybe even a 20 amp battery. So this bike should get between 23, 24, and 30 miles. I'll pull up here, pull over. I'll make some adjustments on this. Maybe I'll show you as I make it, and then we'll turn around and head back home. There we go. Squeeze these brakes a little bit to get some of that bedding going. Pull over here. All right. Now let's see if we can make this change on the run here. Take a look. I didn't save it apparently. I don't know how to save it yet. I'm just going by what I know, what I remember from other things. Plus minus. Yeah, see, it still says 20. Hit that. Trying, guys, hit that. There's 20. 8. Hit that. There we go. Now we're at 28. Let's try to turn it off. And come back and see if it goes to 28. We'll go here. We'll check it this time instead of leaving. Now we'll go plus minus. All right, now we've got it set properly to 28 miles an hour. And let's watch this 28 go. So, definitely getting beyond 20 now. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a great fan of 28. I'm kind of a fan of 22, 23. But here we are now doing 28.2 miles an hour. So this bike is certainly a 28 mile an hour bike. All right, I'll quit talking for a little bit. I don't know if you can get a good view of it, but Mount Hood just straight dead ahead of me. These cameras make things look smaller, so at least distance things, but it's nice and big. Yep, I can guarantee you this. This bike is not leaving the corral. This bike is staying with me. And I've let some very nice bikes go, guys. I've let some very nice bikes go. Outside the family, the bikes I gave my family are nice bikes too, but I see those as in the family. If I ever want to borrow one, I just go get it. But the some of the ones I've let go, man, are really high-end bikes. I'll give you an example. My first two Magicycles, my Cruiser Pro and my my other Cruiser, sold those. All right, nice little hill climb here. Just going to try to pedal a little bit. It's no effort going up. A little resistance in the pedals, but going up, no problem. Yeah, this is a nice speed. 23.5 is it? Well, it's getting up a little faster still. 24. Maybe we want to try going down one. Try 3. No, 3 is going to be a little slow. I like 4 better. I think when the weather warms up and stuff, when we get into the 70s, maybe in March, April, I'll give you guys a distance ride on this. What it can do, it's minimum no pedal, just to see. And like I said, my guess is certainly somewhere around 20, 22, 24 maybe. All right, guys, there it is. The AIPAS C2 Express. Very nice riding bike. Very nice riding bike. Yeah, if it lasts a long time, highly recommend. I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't see any reason this bike isn't a bike that it would last just as long as any other bike. Components are pretty fair. UL approved battery. That's a big one. A lot of people think, well, it doesn't come with a UL approved battery. Yes, it does. It comes with a UL approved battery. So there we go. The AIPAS C2 Express manual, we'll call it a Pro. They sent it to me as an Express, so I'm calling it the Express. Beautiful bike. Guys, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next episode.